My experience with Facialteam was amazing, and I really can't think of a single negative about the experience. My stepmom came with me, and we arrived in Marbella, and it's just absolutely beautiful there. You're right on the beach, and then the facilities for Facialteam itself are just like some of the nicest I've ever seen. Like, I've never seen like a hospital or like surgical center that looked this nice. And when I got there, I was immediately greeted by Dr. Simon and Capitán, and they both hugged me and kissed me on the cheek, and I immediately felt very welcome. You know, like throughout the whole process, I felt like I was their one and only priority. I didn't feel like I was just another number in their books. With transition, it's like it's so much of a waiting game so often, where it's like a very slow process, waiting for like to see the changes through hormones and growing your hair out and learning how to dress yourself. And with surgeries like this, it's just like flipping a switch, and all of a sudden, like, it's like you just jumped like light years ahead in your transition. If somebody were looking for advice on what to expect with the procedure, I would just basically warn them about the recovery process and the feelings of depression coming out of it, because I really wasn't prepared for that. And I was very lucky to be in a space with such a supportive and really loving team that really make you feel like you're the most important thing in their world. But it is difficult at first, even though it gets easier pretty quickly. So I would warn somebody to just brace yourself, because it is a process. One thing I do remember is after coming back home, I would say like maybe 2 or 3 weeks after I'd been home, I went out with a friend for the first time to a bar just to get out and socialize. And it was the first time I had ever stepped out into a space and just been recognized as a woman, as opposed to a transgender woman or an androgynous boy. People were talking to me and responding to me as my authentic identity. And it was just a remarkable feeling to finally be recognized for who I am.